Good morning, Malay Murasu, 15 minutes news in English, headlines for the day. Prime Minister Modi in Sri Lanka on a 3-day visit to boost bilateral ties to hold discussions with Sri Lankan President. Stalin opposes delimitation based on population, calls for fair seat allocation in his post on X. Not in race for BJP state unit chief post, says Annamalai. New leader to be announced very soon. TVK leader Vijay demands 99-year lease for Kachativu, calls for immediate action from Prime Minister Modi to protect Tamil Nadu fishermen. Hardik Pandya's all-round show in vain as LSG register thrilling win against Mumbai Indians. News in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Sri Lanka on a 3-day visit to boost bilateral ties. Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrived in Colombo on Friday evening on a 3-day visit to explore ways to bolster overall bilateral ties, especially in areas of energy, trade, connectivity, digitalization and defense. The Prime Minister landed in the Sri Lankan capital after concluding his trip to Bangkok, where he attended a summit of the BIMSTEC. Modi will hold wide-ranging talks with President Anura Kumara Dissanayaka later today. Following the meeting, India and Sri Lanka are expected to come out with around 10 outcomes, including boosting cooperation in areas of defense, energy security and digitalization. The Prime Minister's visit to Sri Lanka comes at a time the island nation is showing signs of recovery from the economic stress. Stalin opposes delimitation based on population, calls for fair seat allocation in his post on X. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has opposed the proposed delimitation based on current population figures. He said the North's population growth should not be used as a political tool to reduce South's representation. He called for a fair process that does not push states that have controlled their population. In a post on X, Stalin demanded that the delimitation process be frozen for 25 years. He criticized Prime Minister Narendra Modi for not responding to this issue. He accused the BJP of taking away state rights and said only by removing them from power can true federalism be restored. Speaking at the CPIM National Congress in Madurai on Thursday, Stalin accused the centre of trying to weaken federalism. He said Tamil Nadu and other southern states strongly opposed the plan as it could reduce the Lok Sabha seats. He pointed out that Tamil Nadu seat may drop from 39 to 31, while northern states will gain more. Not in race for BJP state unit chief post, says Annamalai. Tamil Nadu BJP unit president K. Annamalai on Friday said he was not in the race for the post of new president. Talking to reporters, he said, I am not in the race for the post of BJP state unit president. Let's talk after a new state president is elected, he said, while evading a question on whether he was being replaced because of insistence from AIDMK, with which the Saffron Party has been making several efforts to revive the alliance for the 2026 assembly polls in a bid to unseat the ruling DMK. Reports have been doing rounds that BJP leadership was planning to give Annamalai a new post with a long-term responsibility. TVK leader Vijay demands 99-year lease for Kachativu, calls for immediate action from Prime Minister Modi to protect Tamil Nadu fishermen. Tamilaga Vetri Kalagam leader Vijay has urged the central government to secure Kachativu on a 99-year lease from Sri Lanka as an interim measure until a permanent solution is reached. He emphasized that the agreement must be finalized without compromise and called on Prime Minister Narendra Modi to insist on this during his diplomatic engagements with Sri Lanka. Highlighting the plight of Tamil Nadu fishermen, Vijay pointed out that over 800 fishermen have lost their lives due to attacks by the Sri Lankan Navy. He criticized both the ruling BJP at the centre and the DMK in Tamil Nadu for their inaction, accusing them of using the issue for political mileage without taking concrete steps. He condemned the BJP for protecting fishermen from Gujarat while neglecting those from Tamil Nadu. Vijay firmly stated that reclaiming Kachativu is the only long-term solution and demanded that Modi make it a priority during his upcoming Sri Lanka visit. He asserted that Tamil Nadu's fishermen's struggles may be addressed meaningfully and not used as a political tool. Congress MP OIC moves Supreme Court against Waqf Bill validity. Congress MP Mohammad Jabed and AIMIM President OIC on Friday challenged the validity of the Waqf Bill 2025 in the Supreme Court, saying it violated constitutional provisions. Javed's plea alleges the bill imposed arbitrary restrictions on Waqf properties and their management, undermining the religious autonomy of Muslim community. The petition filed through advocate Anas Tanvir said the proposed law discriminated against the Muslim community by imposing restrictions that are not present in the governance of other religious endowments. OIC's plea was filed by advocate Zafar Ahmed. The bill was passed in the Rajya Sabha with 128 members voting in favor and 95 opposing it. It was passed in the Lok Sabha early April 3 with 288 members supporting it and 232 against it. They played it wrong, panicked Trump on China's tariff retaliation. US President Donald Trump on Friday taunted a panicked China, stating that they had played it wrong after Beijing retaliated to a new US tariffs by announcing an additional 34% duty on US goods. China played it wrong. They panicked. The one thing they cannot afford to do, Trump wrote on social media, Truth Social. Earlier, China announced a 34% additional tariff on imports from the US in response to Trump's move to impose a similar levy on Chinese goods. Beijing also declared export controls on certain rare earth metals, aiming to hit American defense, computer and smartphone industries. IPL 2025, MS Dhoni likely to return as CSK captain in home game against Delhi Capitals. MS Dhoni might return as skipper of Chennai Super Kings in the home game against Delhi Capitals later today. The legendary CSK player is expected to captain the side if regular skipper Ruturaj Gaikwad fails to recover from an elbow injury sustained during the team's last match against Rajasthan Royals. On the eve of the IPL match, CSK's batting coach Michael Hussey said Gaikwad's fitness would be assessed during the training session and a final decision will be taken on the day of the match. When Hussey was asked about whether the team has thought of a stand-in captain, he hinted that a young man behind the stumps will possibly be stepping to lead the Saturday's match. Ruturaj suffered a blow to his elbow while he was batting against Rajasthan Royals in Guwahati on Sunday. Dhoni last captained the Super Kings during the title-winning campaign in 2023. Hardik Pandya's all-round show in vain as LSG registered a thrilling win against Mumbai. Lucknow Super Giants defeated Mumbai Indians by 12 runs in a closely fought encounter as MI failed to chase down a target of 204. Despite Hardik Pandya contributing with bat and ball, 5 of 36 and 28 of 16 balls and a half century by Surya Kumar Yadav, Mumbai Indians fell short. Michelle March and Aiden Markram struck 50s for LSG, who clinched the second victory of the season despite yet another failure with the bat for 27 crore captain Rishabh Pant. Meanwhile, Mumbai Indians decided to retire out Tilak Varma with 7 balls remaining in their run chase. Tilak, who was batting on 25 of 23 deliveries, suddenly went off the pitch before the final ball of Shardul Thakur's over and was replaced by Michel Santner. MI needed 24 of 7 balls at that moment, but Avesh Khan successfully defended 22 runs in the final over to clinch the match.